What's up? What's up, boys? So, a few people on this channel know. I don't know if a lot of people know. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So, I've been sleeping in my car for about a year now. And, no, I'm not a bum. I'm homeless, but I'm not a bum because I chose to sleep in my car and I also work 2 jobs. So, that's not even the point. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately because, when you live in your car and you're sitting around in between jobs in the gym, you're kind of just like thinking to yourself. I smoke because I work overnight, and I've smoked forever. I quit for a while just to get completely sober, but I smoke because it's legal, and I work overnight, and I live in Arizona where even right now it's 80 degrees outside. Now picture having leather seats, sleeping in your car, all that sun beats down on you. So I sleep during the day when it's the hottest in one of the hottest states, and I use weed to help me sleep. But anyways, the point I'm making is I am struggling more now than I have in my whole life, but I'm also the happiest I've been in my whole life. So I don't know if a lot of you know, I moved out to Arizona to get off. I was addicted to opiates pretty much. I was taking this prescribed medicine every day, but I was abusing it, and it was also an opiate itself, and I couldn't get off it. So I moved out away from everybody. I got rid of all my contacts, everything. I got rid of Facebook, Messenger, anything I could to contact people back home or people I knew that I would get in trouble with. And after a year after moving, it took a while, but I got completely sober. I didn't drink, smoke, nothing. I got completely sober for the first time since I was probably 15 years old. And I told my cousin. A lot of people think I desperate because I sleep in my car. My brother, he's come babysit for me and you can move out. But it's I enjoy what I chose to sleep in my car. I had a nice apartment. I had everything you needed. I had a moped. I was riding my bike, cruising around, making videos. Everything was perfect except I was getting high and I was very mentally unhappy. The point of this, the video I'm making is it's all about perspective and it's all about you, because I'm at the lowest point. I sleep in my car. I don't have a lot of room. I don't have a lot of stuff. But mentally and physically, I'm in the best shape I've ever been. Mentally too. I'm very mentally stable right now, which it took a long time, man. I've been struggling since my mom passed 14 years ago, man. So I don't know if a lot of you can relate, but when you stop smoking weed, if you're a regular smoker and you stop smoking weed or you stop doing substances, you get very spiritual. At least it happened with me because I haven't been sober in forever. So it was just me. And all I kept feeling was I wanted to do more. I wanted to do more for people. I wanted to be a bigger part of the universe, actually make a difference for people. And I know it's hard. You can't do that because you're one person. But it was the fact that I had those feelings back. I wasn't feeling poor me anymore. Poor me. It was what can I do to change things? So that was a good point. But all this happened as I'm literally living in my car. So the point is it doesn't matter what kind of vehicle you drive, what kind of apartment you have, what kind of things you have, items. None of that matters, man. It's all material items. I could have moved to California with my best friend and been living the life. I could have moved to Texas with my brother and been living great and had my own room again, had Xbox back on, everything. But it doesn't matter, man. If you're not happy and you're not comfortable, you got to look out for yourself. And it sounds selfish. You can be selfish and also be selfless at the same time. You can do things for yourself at the same time as doing things for other people. I know a lot of people, you could do 100 good things for people, but it's that one time you turn them down that they hold over your head. They'll remember the good things you did for a week, but remember the one time you didn't help for 10 years. So that's why you got to remember, people are never going to be happy. They're never going to be satisfied. You got to satisfy yourself. And you think, how can you be satisfied if you're living in your car and doing this? I'm making minimum wage. One of my jobs, decent pay, not crazy. My other job's part-time minimum wage just for extra money. And I'm not struggling. I can eat every day. I'm happy. The big thing is like I said, when I had everything I needed, I was miserable. I told my cousin when I was going through all that spiritual shit, I told him, I was one day I'm just going to live, like move into my car, get rid of everything, and just like start over, just to like learn to appreciate little things again. And I did that. And like my cousin, he gave me like a box of ramen noodles, and to anyone it would seem like that's nothing. To me, it was almost like Christmas. Like they got me a pair of shoes for Christmas, and then he just gave me a random box of ramen noodles. I was more happy for the ramen noodles. Like, because you learn to appreciate the little things again when you don't have them. Like, I don't have a kitchen, so if I get like a home cooked meal or anything, it's almost like I said, like Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing. Little things like that we take for granted every day. So now, like, I've been working out again, I've always made excuses for myself why I couldn't do things. But now, like I said, I'm literally living in my car, sleeping 4 hours a day, and still have enough energy to work 2 jobs, go to the gym, do the things I need to do. I could take care of myself better for sure. Like, you know, I could shave. I could quit smoking. I use not a lot of sleep as I use it as kind of like melatonin, almost like a helpful sleep thing. But that's me again justifying bad behavior. I don't need it. But everyone's got a vice. But at the same time, I should quit smoking again too. I'm really just rambling. But there's so much going on in the world that it almost makes me sad to think like I'm here. Like I watch all these videos, people in Ukraine dying, people like North Korea telling stories about like that girl who escaped and telling the stories about there. And it's like, I'm literally eating amazingly, sleeping with no danger, no harm, working, making money. And I'm like thinking like, poor me. But it's like, dude, we don't realize how lucky we are, even though there's a lot going on and like we're getting bad. Like we as people need to stick together and like, because if something bad really happened, we're the only people that can help each other. Like we're gonna have to fight everyone else together. So I think right now, like being happy and kind of changing your mindset to like appreciating things right now before they get really bad, because they could get really bad very soon, as we're seeing. It's important to appreciate every little thing we have. The fact that we're breathing, we're living healthy enough, like the fact that I can go to the gym right now and just exercise, and I don't have to worry about not being able to move or get up. Like, it could be so much going on, and all the bad always overshadows the good. Like I said, you do 100 favors for somebody, it's the one that you said no that they remember. So it's like negative always outweighs positive. So that's why we got to really try focusing on good things, man. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But like I said, I got rid of Facebook. I stopped. I moved from my hometown. The only people I talk to are family. I talk to my best friend that I've been friends with since we were like 7. Other than him, I only talk to family. I started over. I moved away and started like stop caring about what people think. You know what I mean? Because like if I was home, you're always worried about, I don't want to see people I know. But being out here, you get to like kind of be yourself, express yourself any way you've ever wanted to without caring. And when you learn to not care as much, it's just a better life, man. Like, people drive by and look at me like I'm a scumbag every day because I'm sweaty and I'm sitting in my car and I'm smoking. But they don't see all the shit I'm going through. They don't see that I'm working 2 jobs, that I work out every day to keep my body healthy, and that I do things like behind closed doors to help people. Nobody sees all that. They just assume that I'm a bum because I don't have an apartment. And you can't assume that stuff because like I said, materialistic items, they don't mean anything. Once you make a certain amount of money, items don't mean anything. It's meaningless. So it's like, if rich people don't care about materials, we shouldn't either, man. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of comfort and happiness in simplicity. And I hope that we can all get back to that and find that. That's all. But I hope you guys have a good weekend. I appreciate you guys.